Yesterday, the New York Giants released Pro Bowl cornerback James Bradberry, and the Steelers are already being connected to him, whether it's by Giants insiders or also Steelers beat reporters. So what should we do? If we brought him in, would it be too many cooks in the kitchen for the cornerback room? At least if we're talking outside, because that would mean Levi Wallace, Ahkello Witherspoon, and then James Bradberry. Now, if any of these guys can play in the slot, I think it makes 100% sense. Just imagine Wallace, Witherspoon, and Bradberry all on the field at the same time. That'd be a lethal unit. But I doubt that's the case. Hopefully I'm wrong. So in general, Steelers, James Bradberry, I'm for it, but I'm also good if we don't make the move. The reason you do it is because when you sign James Bradberry, instantly he becomes cornerback one. He's the best cornerback on the Steelers, the most proven, and he's still relatively young, 28, about to turn 29, always available, has only missed 5 games in his 6-year NFL career, and his last 2 years with the Giants were pretty damn good. Made a Pro Bowl, 35 pass deflections, 7 interceptions, and over 100 tackles. The reason you don't do it is because you may already believe you have that guy in-house with Ahkello Witherspoon. Now, he's still a little bit unproven, but maybe you don't want to rock the boat, because I do believe if Ahkello Witherspoon is given the opportunity to be our cornerback one, he'll rise to the occasion. So that would mean you don't have to worry about signing a guy like James Bradberry. But at the same time, it wouldn't hurt because it would give us a little bit more insurance. Because it's not like you're paying Ahkello and Levi crazy amounts that would hinder you from bringing in an additional cornerback, especially if you're talking about a bona fide CB1 like James Bradberry. The obvious next question is, what would the contract be? Bradberry's market value is projected to be around $12 million according to SpotRack. I personally think it's going to be less than that when you consider that the Giants couldn't find a trade partner for him, so that's why they had to cut him. But also, we just had a big wave of free agency for a bunch of these NFL teams. They've signed a bunch of guys to fill out the roster, and we just had the draft. So I don't think many teams are going to be that eager to break the bank right now. For example, when I'm talking about the timing of Bradberry getting cut, think last year whenever we released Steven Nelson. Thought he was going to get maybe between $7 to $9 million on the open market. Ends up he signs with the Eagles for only a year at $4 million. But Bradberry is the better player whenever you're talking about him versus Steven Nelson. But I wouldn't be too surprised if his range was $6 to $7 million. And I don't think $8 to $9 million would be that unreasonable for a team looking to sign him. And as of right now, it's looking like the Steelers have around $12 million in cap space. And if you dig a little bit deeper, it's $9 million in effective cap space, which I have no clue what that means. But at the end of the day, I think we can all kind of understand the Steelers could make this work if they really wanted to. So can we do some type of 3-man rotation with the outside cornerbacks? I don't know how common that is or how that would work, but I just don't really want a Melvin Ingram scenario from last year. So if we sign Bradberry, great, makes the cornerback room a lot more interesting. But if we don't sign him, great, because I'm good with who we got. But that's it for Big Deke News for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the Steelers potentially signing James Bradberry. That's it. Stay chilling. Peace.